Hi team, welcome back. Today I am joined by the self-proclaimed star of YouTube, my beautiful wife, Katie Rees. Today we have three wonderful artists to share with you, with a range of styles and experience in the art world. Last month I was supposed to be exhibiting at the Other Art Fair in partnership with Saatchi Art. It was originally supposed to go ahead in March, but it was delayed and delayed again. So I wanted to share with you some of the fellow artists who were also supposed to be exhibiting.
Because we know that finding artwork that you really love and feel connected to can be a really daunting task.
Now I've put a link to all the artists' Saatchi Art pages in the description below, so there's no need for you to take notes at home. And I'd like to point out at this point that we haven't been paid by the Saatchi Art or the Other Art Fair or by any of the artists to make this video. This is just us sharing people whose work we like with you guys at home. But if you do click on any of the links in the description below and purchase something through Saatchi Art, that'll really help support this channel, so that'd be great. And with each of the artists, we're going to choose one artwork in particular that we really enjoy to share with you as our favourite. So without further ado,
Let's go.
is it further ado or further ado?
Do.
Artist number one. Jessie Woodgate. An incredibly exciting emerging talent, Jessie is a self-confessed city person. Her appreciation for other cultures and historical moments is evident in her predominantly watercolour paintings of urban life. Her subjects tend to be forgotten alleyways and run-down streets. The crumbling graffitied walls and wonky door frames show the city as a living, breathing thing, ageing and ever-changing. Her work seeks to capture a snapshot of contemporary urban life. Jessie has recently been shortlisted for the Royal Academy Summer Exhibition and the Secret Art Prize, as well as being a finalist for the Sunday Times Watercolour Competition. Jessie!
Jessie. Oh, you want me to start? Sorry. Jessie. So we met Jessie last year at an art fair. I think she told us about the gym bar upstairs, but she was on the stand next to David's and she has some gorgeous prints and originals, and we wanted to tell you a bit more about it.
Yeah, we love Jessie, don't we? I didn't sell anything at that fair, but she did, didn't she?
Oh yeah, she did. Well, we bought one of her prints.
Yeah. I didn't tell much about it. So what I love about Jessie's work is that she takes the traditional medium of watercolour and she's dragged it into the 21st century. Normally you see with watercolours that it's countryside, pastels, very loose paintings, but what Jessie does is change the subject matter and brought it into the city and focusing on urban life. Rather than having the sort of traditional pastels of the countryside, she's got these dingy blacks and greys. She's focusing on alleyways and streets. It's just very different from what you'd typically expect from a watercolour. It's also incredibly detailed, which is something that's really hard to achieve with watercolour, and it just gives this very different look to what you'd normally expect from an urban scene. For me, her best work has this really strong emphasis on perspective and contrast in light. What it does is it creates a really strong dynamic in each work, which is unusual in a traditional watercolour. It moves the viewer's eye around the painting, inviting it to explore all the details that she's put in there.
So her originals take her weeks and months, a long time, and they tend to sell out really quickly. But she has her limited edition prints available on Saatchi Art, and they're just as beautiful and colourful and detailed as the originals.
Yeah, her prints are really brilliant, and as Jessie is an emerging artist, she's not been doing this for too long, her prices are still really affordable compared to where she will be in a couple of years if she ends up working with a gallery. So it's a really good time to buy her work if you're going to buy now.
And how much are they?
Jessie's work, the limited edition prints, range from between about £150 to £300, and that's for a size print which is between sort of A4 and A3 size.
Decent size. This size.
Yeah, about that. Yeah. Our favourite piece is this one here, Old Blue Last Shoreditch. Really nice, isn't it?
Yeah, that's very cool, very different.
I love the way the staircase guides your eye around the painting, and the detail in the graffiti is just perfect. Highly recommended. Let us know what you think about this in the comments below.
On to the next one.
Artist number 2.
Maxwell Fine. Having spent 10 years working in TV and advertising, Maxwell's slick eye for aesthetic is obvious with his bold, fabulously indulgent, typographical prints and sculptures. His work aims to fight the stigma around LGBT issues and seeks to empower others to take control of their mental health. A percentage of all his sales go towards supporting the Switchboard LGBT+ helpline. What first appear to be throwaway slogans actually take inspiration directly from Maxwell's life. From damaging relationships to the fight for people to find the love they deserve, these bright, sparkling words hide a deeper truth.
Now, Katie, you know that typography is not normally my favourite genre of art.
Does that mean words?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sort of stylised words in there. Yeah.
Sorry, just for the viewer.
Right, but when I found out the concept behind this work, it turned for me, and now I really love it.
Yeah, and I feel exactly
really
the
love
same
it. I
way.
knew the same way after I explained it to you, because these are quotes that are taken from Maxwell's life. In fact, they're things that were said to him by his ex, who he's in a destructive relationship with. And what he's done is he's taken these things that were said to him, dressed up in a loving way, but he actually felt were empty and completely BS statements. And he's shown them to the viewer in the same way that they're presented to him. Very bright, very sparkly, very full of energy, but actually meaningless, devoid of that passion and joy which they're presented with. I think a lot of people, when they first see these, might just take away as it's just another happy Instagram slogan. But once you find out that information, that it comes from his personal experience, it completely changes the artwork, and you realise that this isn't a positive, upbeat message, this is a manipulative thing that he's being told. But these messages also come from a place of insecurity. His ex didn't know how to come out and couldn't probably commit to the relationship. And so he overcompensated by saying these over-the-top things which were toxic for both of them. It could be quite a damaging message to receive for your mental health, for your well-being.
Which is such an important message.
Yeah, and what he's really involved with. And you can understand that when he talks about that, how that actually comes across in his work once you understand that core concept behind the work.
It brings so much more to the paintings. I think it would be quite fun to have one of these pieces in our home, because it would be like a secret, like we'd know the meaning of the painting. It's actually quite a dark, macabre feeling about the painting, but actually it comes across as this glitzy, colourful fanfare.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah? So how much is his work?
So his normal limited editions are about £400 or £500, and then he has some diamond dust coated limited editions which are around £1,000. His more unique sculptures go up to thousands and thousands of pounds.
And are they the neon ones?
And he's got these neon signs as well.
I like
that's the
those.
sculptures and the gold one. So quite a range, but very
affordable for the limited editions.
But the limited edition's been more affordable. And our favourite piece, the thing that we really think sums up the gaslighting, the insidiousness, the toxicness of it, the message that changes the most when you understand the concept behind it, is this one here.
Oh, this is a really good example, because when you first look at it, you think, oh, that's a bit of fun. But then when you really know the meaning behind it, you realise how gaslighty it sounds.
Yeah, very cool work. Well done, Maxwell. On to us number 3.
Sorry, yeah. Just nodded off. Laura Jordan. Laura's intricately detailed cityscapes have won her international acclaim. With a background in graphic design, she conjures up the complex and quirky life of the world's major cities. Her works are taken from her trips to the cities depicted, where she will wander the streets taking thousands of photos capturing how the people of the city function and move about their daily lives. Hidden amongst the famous landmarks and architecture are thought-provoking social commentaries on the events and policies of the city. Her heavily populated artworks remind us that it is the people and the human stories that make our great cities the incredible places they are.
I love these. We've seen Laura. Laura's really well known. She's been showing at fairs and galleries and different sorts of exhibitions for years now. It's amazing when you read about how she creates these pieces, but they're so detailed. She goes to these cities, she walks around, she's taking all these photos, and then does hundreds of these small illustrations, figures out how the whole thing's going to fit together. Once she's got this huge, complex city constructed, she'll then do a screen print of that, and then do watercolours and paints and bits of foil on top of that, which makes it all really pop at the end. She manages to capture all these details and all these amazing human moments.
I feel like if you had this painting in your house, each time you walk past, you would go up to it and you'd notice something different. There's so many snapshots of different communities and different little scenes and different people and different objects that bring together the personality of each city that she depicts.
There's real humour in there, isn't there?
Definitely. There's lots of stereotypical landmarks. For example, in London there's like a telephone box, and there's Big Ben, and there's the BT Tower. But then if you look really closely, you can see all the maybe bad bits of London, so the pigeons and the, I don't know what else, but
People pissing up against the wall.
yeah, just like little bits of humour.
Boris Johnson stuck in a balloon.
Political, also. And all these things are what make these cityscapes come alive.
And that's why I really wanted to include Laura in today's video, because after the year we've had with the pandemic and lockdown, Our cities have just been empty. We've really missed the hustle and bustle of our city centres. What her work does is just remind us that it's the people in those city centres that add such flavour to our cities. Just a reminder for all of us of what our cities can be and what they're all about, the people living there.
She also does Tokyo, Singapore, Manchester, Paris, New York, so plenty of cities to choose from there as well. And how much do these ones cost?
Not surprisingly, as Laura is a really established artist, these are more expensive. Some of her originals can reach up to 5 figures, but her most affordable prints start at around £750, £800. Although these are limited edition, all her work is done as prints, so that's why the price is higher, and the fact that she hand finishes them as well. And our favourite piece is this one here, We Are London. It just sums it up really, it's loads of fun. It's got Yoda, Hagrid and Camden, where my studio is.
We hope you enjoyed this video. Please let us know in the comments below which artist was your favourite.
Definitely. Just a reminder, it's been a really tough year for a lot of people and the arts has been no different. There's been cancelled exhibitions, galleries are closed. It's been a really tough year for a lot of artists, so supporting these guys will be amazing for them. And if you do use the links below, you'll also be helping support us and this channel, which would be brilliant. And if you order now, I'm sure you can get these artworks in time for Christmas and be an absolute hero for whoever you're buying a Christmas present for.
Yeah. I think there's something for everyone in here.
Yeah.
Hint, hint.
Hint, hint.
We are going to do some more videos like this, so please let us know what you think below.
Yeah, and don't forget to
like and subscribe.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. We will catch you next week. Just a second. Hello?
Down here, please.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there.
No, of course, I come to sell you art things. Maybe a paintbrush?
Are you an aardvark?
No, I am an artwork. I sell art materials, you see. Now, you want to buy my paints? Maybe a lovely palette knife?
Actually, I get all my art materials from Jackson's Art Supplies. They're really high quality and very affordable.
I say, I'm not sure about this Mr. Jackson. He gives you a good deal?
Yeah, you can get 10% off your first order by clicking the link in the description below.
That is good. Maybe I can sell you some likes and subscribers. I know a good man in Russia who get you these.
I'm good, thanks. I'm sure the people that are watching this will know that if they've enjoyed it, they should click the like button and subscribe to the channel, and maybe send it to a friend so that the channel can grow.
Okay, then maybe I can buy something off you. Is your sloth for sale? I know a good sloth market.
He's not a sloth, he's my son.
Okay, he looks like a sloth to me. Bye-bye then, thank you for nothing.
Okay, goodbye, Mr. Aardvark.
It's Aardvark.
Mr. Aardvark.
Pum, 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 pum. Well, I'm trying to say something, otherwise it's going to be all beating, isn't it?